It's Ali Santos, and I'm gonna be doing the trash lab. I already tried to do this a second ago, but I'm going to have to weigh myself on the scale and then hold the trash and then just subtract however much my total weight is minus to figure out what the amount of the trash is, because for some reason my scale just isn't picking it up. So earlier I picked it up and I said that it's not too heavy, but it feels, obviously it doesn't weigh 0 pounds like my scale is trying to say. So I'm guessing that it's going to be like 3 or 4 pounds. So I'm going to weigh myself. And to save a bit of my pride and to stop myself from self-loathing, I'm not going to share with you my weight, but I'll calculate what the weight of the trash is in just a sec. So now I'm holding the trash and on the scale. I know that there's like some human error in this probably, but I don't know what else to do. Okay, so the total weight of the trash is 3.4 pounds. So now I need to try and crush it, which I don't really know how I'm gonna do that. I have glass and stuff in here, so sorry, I know you can't really see a little bit. Okay, so I smashed it a little, so now I'm gonna get back on with it and see if that changes anything. It went from 3.4 to 3.2 pounds. So it didn't change it that much, but it changed it a little bit. I'm sorry that my scale isn't working properly. But here's I did it all on one sheet, but here's my list of everything in the trash. So I'll go down and tell you what it is. So I had this Oreo container and then some Oreo wrappers in it, obviously from eating the Oreos. And then I had a Tide Pod bag, toilet paper cover, so like, you know, they cover the toilet paper up with this like plastic wrap thing. I didn't really know what else to call it other than toilet paper cover. Lots of paper towels, one of those glass Starbucks drinks that you can just get, a shampoo bottle, conditioner bottle, a cheese container, so like cut cheese in this little container thing, an Amazon package wrapper, dessert shell wrapper and container, so like the plastic wrap and then also the plastic tray that comes with it, 3 Michelob Ultra beer bottles, and some paper. I printed out my notes for our exam on Friday, so I threw those away, so all of the paper from my notes. So I divided it up between glass, paper, plastic, metal, and food. And so the food portion obviously kind of overlaps with some of the paper and plastic and glass, but for glass overall I had 4 things from the trash in the glass category, 14 paper, which is not good, and then 13 plastic, which is also pretty bad. But for metal I had 0, which I guess isn't great either because I could recycle that, I guess. And then food I had 6. So yeah. And then for tracking how much, it's hard for you to see it, how many things I used within an 8-hour period. So, or like plastic things that I used throughout the day. So I did it yesterday on Saturday. I tracked it from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'm going to go down the list. I used, so I didn't obviously throw all of this stuff away, but these are just things that I used throughout the day that were made of plastic. And it was really crazy to think about how many things I use daily that are made out of plastic. But, so, soap, shampoo, conditioner, milk jug, half and half, so just like the lid on the half and half container, but still. That Tide Pod bag that I was talking about. My laundry baskets, both of them are made out of plastic. Like a rubber spatula, the end is made of plastic. Soda bottle, this pen is made out of plastic. Trash can, trash bag. Spices, so like the little containers that the spices are in are made out of plastic most of the time, sometimes glass. My toothbrush, I saw that in your directions and I thought that was funny. I totally forgot to put that down. Toothbrush, hairbrush, deodorant, makeup, hair dryer, iPhone, MacBook, iPad, TV remote, credit card, and plastic bags. I went to the grocery store and I used plastic bags. Shame on me. But watching all of those documentaries did make me want to start recycling more. So I purchased one of those recycling bins that you have to pay for it in Jonesboro, which I'm going to go into a little bit whenever I talk about the country that I researched about. So I chose Belgium because my stepdad is from the Netherlands, and a lot of my family, his family, but my family live in Belgium, and Belgium's actually doing really well in terms of recycling and waste, because in this article that I read, it was in 2007, and I couldn't find anything about if they're still, if they still hold this title. So I'm just going to say, as of 2007, or in 2007, I'm sorry, 17. Oh God, sorry. Belgium had the highest recycling rate in Europe in 2017. I don't know if that's still current. I tried to find stuff about it, but I couldn't. But Belgium is doing really well because the entire country wants to recycle. They have a ban on recycling plastic they have a ban on the plastic bags, forcing people to use their own bags. So that's really good. They have 4 different colored bins for recycling. So here in Jonesboro, we only have the blue bin, and you can only recycle certain types of plastic and certain materials. But in Belgium, they want you to recycle everything. So they have 4 different colored bins for recycling that you can do out of your home. But then if there are other things that can't go into these bins, there are different collection points everywhere. So like at markets, at pharmacies, and things like that. But also they have these things called container parks, and you can go there to get rid of your chemical waste, so like batteries and things like that. And like I said, they have a ban on plastic bags in the country, and online it says the fines are from between 50 euros and 100,000 euros for repeat offenders. So that's really good. They're doing really well on the recycling front in that country, and obviously they're doing so much better than America. Even just in terms of Jonesboro, for example, you have to purchase your recycling bin, which I get that. I guess that makes sense. I couldn't find anything about it online, and I didn't ask my family whether or not they had to purchase a recycling bin, but that is always crazy to me that you have to actually purchase one. And like I said, we can only recycle certain types of plastic here in Jonesboro, but as you can see in Belgium, they have 4 different bins for 4 different types of recyclable materials, so that's much better than here. And there isn't a ban on plastic bags here, at least. I know there is in some states in the U.S., but not in Arkansas. So we have a lot of work to do in the United States, but especially in sort of conservative states in America in terms of taking care of our planet better. So